Welcome to Listen to This.
Wait. I thought I did the intro. So this is Welcome to This. It's not Welcome to This. It's Listen to This. So welcome.
Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up! I need you to shut your damn Puerto Rican mouth. You mess it up every single time. That was a good take I had. There was a lot of energy in that. But there you go, having to be all Dominic, and look at me, my skin tone's a lot darker, so we have to throw a lot more light so we can see you. Get rid of that Gary Busey smile you got going on. Seriously? Really? What's going on? It's funny to you? This is funny to you.
But
We're trying to get this going, and all you're doing is laughing and messing it up. I have a stutter. You don't. And you mess this up every single fucking time. I don't know why I bleep myself for that. I don't know why. You make me that angry that I bleep myself. You... See, I did it again. Did it again. Put your head down.
Really?
Put your head down.
Really?
Put your head down.
What was wrong with that? I was supposed to do the intro.
Whatever. I started it. Does it matter? It's not written down. We don't have a script. Flip back. I don't know my lines. You want me to feed them to you every time? I don't know your stories. I don't know your life. You don't know my life. Don't look at this. Don't look at me. You don't know my life. You don't know me. America.
Okay, so sorry about his little temper tantrum. He just needed a snack. You know, he's good now.
Sorry.
And today's episode is all about first impressions.
First impressions. The silent killer of friendships. It's like judging a book by its cover. You never know who somebody is till you actually get to know them, because a lot of times you meet somebody and you may already have a first impression or a judgment because somebody else knows them or something that they've done or anything, such as our minor outbreak I just had. Minor.
My first impression on him wasn't that. Was everyone was telling me that he's a funny guy, you know. So first time we actually got to talk was, you know, on the graveyard shift at work. You know, it was pretty early in the morning, 1:30, you know, 2 o'clock in the morning. We were talking about nonsense, you know. And he just interrupts me, really random. He's like, "So, what's your hair like? Is it like it's like duck feathers? You know, water just run off of it? You know?" I just look at him like this puzzled look, like, I don't know how to answer that. You know?
This is hair. Have you seen it?
And this was my first impression. I was like, I was pretty shocked. I don't know what to say. But
I would have been like, what a dick. Like,
you know, I just laughed at it. I was like, I don't know. I guess so.
see that connection there? First impression.
What was your first impression on me?
Of you. I saw you and I was like, this guy is so metro. He should have Suavecito tattooed on his knuckles. No, I just remember meeting him and he's quiet. I don't know where I got that first impression from. He was quiet and shy and he took 15 minutes to tell a story about how he brushed his teeth in the morning. I'm just kidding. That's not a true story, but not far from the truth either. Yeah, I saw him. He dressed to the nines every day, and he smelt very clean.
You have to smell clean.
Well, like
You don't
clean,
smell
like
dirty.
in a sense, like you're
stink.
clean smelling cologne. You know what I mean? It's like that kind of stuff. Like you'd walk by, and the ladies around you would waft it and be like. No, but always he's always had to match and everything, and he never comes to work in his shirt. He always comes in his clothes so everybody can see him first, and then he puts on his shirt. Well, look at him. He wears Hollister. I don't. Always the snapbacks with the flat bill in the back, and he never wears it forward. Actually, yeah, he does online. But he always wears that. I could never do that because I hate like my hair coming through the front and looking all like
all janky and shit.
like the little thing. Like in every cartoon of like a deer or something, they always have that little thing on the top of their head. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like looks like a little wave. That happens to me every time I wear a snapback. My hair just comes out like that.
That used to happen. You remember when I grew my hair out super long?
Long. He went from looking like a Puerto Rican to a Samoan because he had such big hair. So another first impression that we had, it was actually somebody that made an impression on, that we made an impression on together, is what I mean to say.
Yeah.
We were both at work again, and one of our other coworkers had a friend come. I don't know if she's dropping her off food. Probably dropping her off food, because we live way out in the boonies, so we can't just, pizza. So we're there, and she's there, and he's being suavecito Dominic, and he's there, and he's like kind of like trying to do the smooth talker thing, just a little bit. Don't even lie. I can see you lying eyes right now. That's true. He was trying to like get with it. Have you ever heard Will Smith? Na, 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 na. You were trying to get in her back. So, he was like trying to smooth talk and everything, and I was there, and I wasn't at all. I'm married, and I was just, making conversation. I talk a lot, and I, try to talk to people, make people laugh. I'm a funny guy. Funny guy. He even said that. People told him that. First impressions.
You're a funny looking guy, too. Anyways.
So, we're both doing that, and it's like both of us playing, like, off of each other, talking to this person, making her and our other coworker laugh and everything. And later on, we hear she's like...
She's talking to our other coworker, and I guess she's leaving, and they both go outside real quick so they can say bye, kiss, make out, do whatever they're doing.
Or eat. She brought her food.
And our coworker tells us, she's like, my friend thought you guys were a couple. I'm like, what?
I was like, nah, I'm married.
I was like, how?
And not to him. Yeah. At all. It was really funny. Because of like people's friendships, like they get that impression too. Like people are like, oh, or like when a male and a female have like a really good friendship, people are always like, oh, I bet you they're or something, yeah. But they don't necessarily always have to be.
We're just really good friends,
I wonder why people think we're a couple.
Another coworker, we're talking about pay stubs and taxes and everything like that. It was like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm talking about my taxes and what I'm going to claim and everything like that, and he pitches in like...
At your old job, how did you get tax returns? Like, we're like working corners and everything. Did like a pimp set you up with tax paperwork or something?
And without skipping a beat, I just, fire right back at him. I was like, well, no. I was like, it was like kind of under the table, and it didn't really have to count towards taxes, and we're just going back and forth, and you just see her.
He even brought up, he's like, oh yeah, the only taxes I needed was like when I was like actually stripping, because you have to be documented there. And it was really funny, yeah, like I said, bouncing back and forth these ideas off each other. And she's like sitting there, like, people that start work, everybody knows, like, they're shy at first before they open up the shop. And so she's kind of sitting there just like
looking back and forth.
Really? Like, you were a hooker? Or like, whatever, She didn't say it, but you could see it in her face. Because there's like every once in a while, like, just a stoic look, like, and then every once in a while when he was talking about it, she'd kind of like smirk a little bit. And be like, let me check my bank account.
Finally had to break it to you. Like no.
Yeah, she finally opened her mouth.
Yeah.
She finally peeped out. Like, are you serious? You used to do that? And then...
They're like, no. The whole thing was a joke. Never did that. And you just see like this kind of like disappointed, like relieved look on her face. Like, oh.
My suavecito goatee.
So Jeff, his impression on me.
The guy from the last episode.
Yes.
Who happens to be my brother. And just because of his skin color, it's not his brother either. That's not what we're talking about. You know what I mean?
It was at another coworker's Halloween party, right? And, we're having some adult beverages, having a good time, blasting some music, and it was pretty late in the night. Again, getting past midnight. Everyone's pretty buzzed and everything like that. Everyone's like, oh my gosh, look at Jeff. Like, what's going on? And, you know, look over there. And I was like, oh my gosh, he's dancing on someone. Oh my gosh, he's taking off his shirt. Oh my gosh, he's trying to take off his pants. It was the most hilarious thing.
Like, a lot of my brother's first impressions are like, oh yeah, he got naked or something. I still get people coming up to me like, oh, you're Jeff's brother? Oh yeah, I remember one time he was playing guitar naked or something. I'm like, ah, yeah, that's my blood. He does that all the time. I rarely get naked.
Quote from your wife, you know, he's got naked once.
Well, my brother, I remember the first time I met him. Just kidding, I don't remember. I was probably really young, and he's probably like squishing my face together or something. Or like I'm in a crib and he's just poking my face. Just frustrating. Frustrating. It's frustrating.
And he was probably just here like this.
Frustrating. 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 Turn around, bright eyes. And now we never play apart. And I need you now tonight. I need you more than ever. You know, can you sing, please?
I don't think I know that song.
How do you not know that
I
song?
know that song, I just don't know the words.
It's a total eclipse of the heart. Okay, and that's what just happened now. That's what just happened now.
I'm just trying to make happen.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you totally eclipsed my heart by not singing.
I'm sorry.
Okay, anyway. Did you hear your plan? So, thank you for watching. It was Listen to This. Go check out all of our other videos. We do a lot of other funny stories. Go ahead and comment, like, subscribe, do all that good stuff.
Look us up on Twitter, you know.
We're on Twitter.
Hashtag LTS2. You know, listen to this show. You know, ask us questions. You know, what do you want to hear us talk about?
It's at Listen TT Show. We'll put a little description in the bottom below. We also have an Instagram, Listen to This Show. Go check both of them out. Hit either one of us up. But get us some comments or some flow that we can work with by asking us what you want to hear from us. Also, next week, me and my wife are going to be going to Disneyland, so we're gonna have some footage from there. She's going to be on the show. What do you want us to do at Disneyland? We'll do something over there.
Also ride rides.
Yeah, we'll ride rides, I'm sure. And we'll walk a lot. And I bet you we'll wait in line.
For hours.
For hours. You know their first impression of mine? I met this dog. He seemed like a really nice dog. And then he just bit my face.